What is going on, everybody? I'm Johnny, and this is the very first episode from my new series, Redstone with Johnny. So, yeah, I'm going to cover logic gates in this episode. Now, you might be asking yourself, what the hell is a logic gate? Well, there's a very complicated answer to that. A logic gate is basically a circuit that performs a logical operation. So, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different logic gates or different circuits that perform logical operations. And I'm going to show you guys how each of them work because they are very important. You're going to use probably about 3 of these in almost every redstone circuit that you'll make. And you might not even know that you're using them, and you might not know what they're called. You just use them, if that makes any sense. So, first off, we have the NOT gate. Basically, if you give it an input, then it just does the opposite. It doesn't like doing what it's told, so it just does the opposite, like reverse psychology. And if there is no input, then there is an output. So, yeah. Next is the AND gate. Now, the AND gate is very, very important. This is by far my favorite logic gate out of all of these. And this is the one that you'll use the most other than the NOT gate or inverter. It's also called I forgot to write that on the sign. It's also called the inverter. So if you hear somebody using the term inverter, then you'll just be like, oh, that's a NOT gate. Okay, so AND gate. You need both of the inputs in order to receive an output. And if you only have one, then it's not going to do it. If you don't have any, obviously it's not going to do it. Next is the NAND gate. This is just like an AND gate, except it has a NOT gate hooked up to it. So if you notice here, there's an extra torch that's off. Right here, there's no torch. It just feeds right down straight to the output. So if you have both of these, then it'll actually turn off. So it's the opposite of the AND gate. If one's off, one's on, then there's going to be an output. And if they're both off, then there's going to be an output. To turn it off, you have to have both of them, both the inputs on. So yeah, that could be kind of confusing, but yeah. NAND gate, everybody. Next is the OR gate. This is where you can have either redstone signal on to receive an output. I mean, you don't even have to explain this. This is so simple. This is the most simple logic gate out there. Yeah. Next is the NOR gate. This is just like the OR gate, except it has a NOT gate hooked up to it again. So, either one of these will turn it off. Like so. And when both of those inputs are off, then the output will be on because it is the opposite. Next is the XOR gate. This is probably the most tricky logic gate out there. I'll just give you guys a good view of it so you'll know how to build it, because this is really tricky stuff. Basically, it's like the OR gate, how you can choose which one, but it's XOR, so it has to be the opposite. So you have to have one that's on and one that's off in order to get an output. So yeah, you can switch that and get an output again. But if they're both the same, then you won't get an output. So you see, these are both off, that one's off. If these are both on, it's still going to be off. And yeah, that is the XOR gate. Finally, we have the XNOR gate, which is the NOR gate, but with a NOT gate. No, I'm getting myself confused. It is the XOR gate with a NOT gate added onto it. So basically, it's just the exact same thing as the one right there, except you have an extra NOT gate right there. So if these are opposite, then it turns off. And if these are both the same, then it turns on. Now I'll just do a quick flyby of all of these. And there you have it. So these are the basic logic gates that you will be using in your redstone circuits. And the next episode is where I'll be covering clocks. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys next time.